Sit first in qualifying. He's got 1,000 horsepower in this GR86, and he's got all the speed in the world. He'll go for this one.
He certainly will. A win under his belt already this season, and certainly coming for such a wealth of experience. Big angle though, and it's cost him. He's a bit of an error there for Juha early on in the run, and it's really going to cost the score, I think. And I think he's going to have to focus on his second run, not what he was looking for. As Juha now just tries to clean it up and get it across the line, get it home, get himself back into the pits and just reassess himself.
They meet each other very early in the competition, but one that definitely want to jump up out of the way is Juha Rintanen. Needs to improve here. Early initiation from Juha. The car pitches into that first corner. Much more accurate here than he was on his first run. Fires through the course, a lot of left foot braking from Juha Rintanen, being very calculated on his approach here as he tries to make the perfect run happen through the zones. That's really nice on the outside as he comes to the wall. Very fluid from the Finnish driver, as we expect from him to be inch perfect around here. It's not as risky, it's not as wild, but it's definitely going to get the job done and get him into the show. Top 32. Rintanen would be the odd man out here if he can't get it done, and he's chasing in a very on-form Jakob Kroll, but neither of the drivers have any practice in the rain, so it could go either way. Jakob Kroll with a bit of a staggered initiation there, and he's off the track. Juha Rintanen will take the advantage straight away. Oh, look at Kroll, he's off the track again. Rintanen just sort of pausing in the chase position and saying, you figure out what you're doing, buddy, and I'll get back into this one later. Kroll again off the track, and 2 wheels over, and it has to be an incomplete at this stage for Jakob Kroll, as Juha Rintanen says, just on another wheel off the track. Jakob Kroll is on a mad one here as he goes to every single extremity on the circuit, and Jakob not getting that wet practice and not having the confidence he did in the dry, as Juha Rintanen says, I'm not getting involved, I'm not even getting involved in the battle, and I'm going to take the advantage. And that's the standard. They take out all the heating systems in these cars to make them lighter and more efficient, so let's see how they go. As now Juha Rintanen all in his hands here, just has to put in a safe, steady run and get himself to the top 16. Easier said than done, but a nice job so far from Juha Rintanen as he takes it to the edge of the track. Nothing too crazy. This is where it gets real sketchy for the lead run. Got to stay off those marbles and not put too much angle in, and it's clever from Rintanen, but he almost toys with putting 2 wheels off. Only 1 wheel off for Juha Rintanen as Jakob Kroll tries to force the issue here. Now Rintanen just has 1 corner to go to get himself into that top 16 and stay in the championship fight. Easier said than done as he almost over-rotates the car. He does over-rotate the car.
Would you believe it?
Oh.
Right when you thought he had nothing left to do, I was about to sing his praises, Dave. If he has any hope of going through.
For sure, and you can see Rintanen taking a big run at this in the chase position as Kroll is in the lead position. This is going to be interesting as they come into that first corner. You can see Rintanen coming in. Oh, a weird entry from Jakob Kroll. That was a bad entry, and he made a big mess, but he thought the car would weight transfer, and it didn't. And Rintanen had to deal with it immediately as they transition back. Rintanen now, oh, a little bit wild and a little bit wide. He hits Kroll there. It looked like Rintanen lost the back end of the car and used Kroll as a crutch to stay in this one. It's wet and wild here in Riga in the last battle of the top 32. As Jakob Kroll still in it, Rintanen still in it. I'm not sure what way the judges are going to see those first 2 corners. Looks like both drivers having mistakes, as this is where Rintanen now goes onto the inside of the track. Kroll on the left foot brake. They're barely moving as they come around outer zone 6 as they slowly crawl towards the wall. And yeah, it has to be the last run of our top 32. Judges have to make a decision after this one. Only allowed one more time. And Juha Rintanen goes into the lead position. His championship hopes very much on the line here as he, a weird initiation from him, and Kroll comes in way too fast but gets it done and makes contact. And again, the judges are sitting with their hands in their heads going, what do we have to do here? I think maybe Kroll comes in too hot in the chase position, but that's a very initial response from me. I could be wrong. Is anyone home?
Well, we're about to find out.
Is anyone going to get around the track and actually get a clean run? Cherba's in the lead. Juha Rintanen in the chase position. Track drying rapidly here in Riga as Cherba throws in very early, very fast. Can he hold it? He just about holds it. No, he doesn't. Cherba goes off the track. Expects there to be far more grip than there is, and Rintanen makes an evasive move to get out of the way. And now Cherba hits that slippy patch in the middle. It's getting drier as we go. But this is another sketchy part for Cherba as he just about gets away. Rintanen just trying to stay out of trouble, keep his nose clean. clean as they come into this last section, but Rintanen's almost over-rotated. Churba's in the wall. Someone's got to finish a run here, and they do, but it looks to me like Churba has made the bigger errors. We have on the back of that car. So here we go. Juha Rintanen in the lead position. Churba in the chase. Churba has to turn it all around here to stay in the fight.
He certainly does, Dave. He needs to force an error here from the chase position. He's going very aggressive right from the off here, but Juha Rintanen, oh, was there contact there? I don't know. They certainly got very close. Juha came offline now, gets back into it. Can Churba settle himself? Seems a little bit losing ground here. Big angle now, as you can start to see the drivers growing in confidence in the conditions out in the circuit now as it becomes a little bit more drivable, I feel. But Juha now just getting that line a little bit wrong. You can see a lot of drivers making that error, catching the wall there, just getting a little bit unsettled.
No, I wouldn't want to be a judge. We'll climb up the championship here, but Michael Reichardt, this is the dream weekend. This is what he's been hunting for, and he's not backing down here.
No, Michael Reichardt is back with a vengeance here this weekend, and he's coming to take down Juha and get that place in the final four. But Juha Rintanen might have other ideas as both drivers pile on. Huge angle, but big straight in there from Michael Reichardt as he puts too much angle into the car, but he can get back into it now. And Juha Rintanen comes for the door of Michael Reichardt, throws it deep into that outer zone, and both guys side by side as they cross the line.
Championship standings, but it doesn't matter right now because we've got two crazy drivers coming down the track at over 70 miles an hour as the track dries. Rintanen to lead in Reichardt.
Yeah, and here we go. Rintanen fires through the first corner, and Reichardt now getting a little bit out of line and shallows up into that inside section. Juha puts foot to floor here and starts to pull the gap here as Reichardt cuts the circuit to try and gain some proximity. Reichardt goes deep into outer zone 5 and they make contact and a spin, Dave.
I think that's contact. I think that's Reichardt hitting Rintanen there. That's just the first. We saw it happen all the way through. In the lead now, Jack Shanahan can go hot here, expecting a fully dry track. Maybe some patches still out there. Shanahan, no boot lid on the car, and he's come out absolutely flying. Huge initiation. Juha Rintanen, no answer for the initiation. Jack Shanahan is like a rocket ship through the first two corners, but now Rintanen starts to turn the screw and get back into this one. Where is he in the smoke? There he is. Rintanen pops out on the door of Jack Shanahan. Last minute dive as Shanahan throws it out to the wall, and what a lead run this is as Juha Rintanen now just towards the end of the run gets up on the door and gets back in the fight.
Juha's fast through the circuit. Juha's always been fast. Here comes Shanahan. Here comes Juha. They slam through the gears. Can they get it done onto this final run in the final four? One spot left in the final. Here goes Juha. Here comes Shanahan roaring behind him as Juha goes really wide. Shanahan now punts down the door as Juha starts to pull the gap now. Can Shanahan find the proximity? Big angle from Juha Rintanen. Shanahan goes off the circuit. Shanahan goes wide. Juha spins.
But hold on. Is that two incompletes at the same time, or what happened there? This weekend, as Juha Rintanen will guarantee third step on the podium as he comes off the line. I'm sure the Finnish flags will be waving in the grandstand as he passes in front of all you guys, because he has done you guys proud, and he's right at the championship one. I think Juha Rintanen is just saying a safe run here just to get this one home and not do any more damage to that beautiful GR86.
Yeah, nice, just lap of the circuit just to come down in front of the grandstand, in front of the fans, and just, you know what, nice, no pressure run. The first time the pressure has been off all day, and what a way to take a podium finish here. He's been a real contender all season long. He's battled hard, and he'll go into the final two rounds, Dave, as a real contender.